Hello, this is Mr. Finance here. I'm here talking about what's going on in the news. Foreclosures. Nobody wants a foreclosure. Nobody wants their stuff taken away, whether it's a house, a car, your girlfriend. I can't help you with that. You got your girlfriend or boyfriend taken away. You on the wrong channel. I just talk about making money and stuff. But recently, a lot of foreclosures been in the news today. Nicolas Cage, big actor, millions and millions of dollars. He got his house foreclosed. Jim Jones, a rapper, millions and millions of dollars. He got his home foreclosed. And we're saying, man, if these people who are professional people, millions and zillions of dollars, if they got their house foreclosed, how can I keep myself from getting my home foreclosed? Well, I'm here to help you, okay? There's one thing, I'm going to talk about a lot of things, but there's one thing I need you guys to remember. It's called a Making Home Affordable Program. Okay, write that down. Making Home Affordable Program. Making Home Affordable Program. Making Home Affordable Program. This program is here to help people just like yourself in case you lose your job. They have like an unemployment program that if you lose your job, they can like forgive some of the payments. They have a underwater program. If your house is worth less than what the market says it's worth, let's say you have this house and you bought it for $500,000. Now it's only worth $300,000. They have a program that helps you reduce the principal. They work with the banks. This is like the best program in the whole world, unless I had a program, because then my program would be a free house or something for $50, because I'm just trying to make a little bit of money and get out of here and retire. You know how the finance guys do. We just need a little bit of money and we're going to retire. But don't forget, Making Home Affordable Program. If you're unemployed, they have something for you. If you lost value in your home, a principal reduction, you got bad interest rates, they have everything for you. But the number one thing that you must do is you must get off your butt. You got to get off your tail. You have to at least go to one of these programs, and these programs will help you out. Also, don't forget, calling the banks work. Call those banks. The banks are here to work with you. It seems like, oh man, the banks are evil. You know, they kill people and that's where all the missing children are and runaways and stuff. That's not the case. Banks are actually halfway decent because they're in the business of making money, okay? So they'd rather receive some money from you than no money from you. So if you call the banks and tell them that you're going through some type of hardship, you lost your job, you can't pay this, but this is at the beginning stages. If you already let your house go into foreclosure and everything's crazy, that's another stage, and we're going to get to that. But I want you guys to know, banks are here to work with you. It sounds crazy, but banks are here to work with you. And I'll actually go over the little foreclosure steps with you. What usually happens is you'll have a person, for whatever reason, everyone has a reason, they'll stop paying for their home. They'll just stop. Maybe they lost their job, they're sad, the primary, breadwinner in the home doesn't want to pay anymore for whatever reason. People stop paying on their homes, and what happens after that? The bank will send you a letter, hey man, you didn't pay. Then they'll send you another letter, hey man, you didn't pay. And these letters usually come month after month, right? So they'll send you these letters asking you to pay. And before they try to move your loan to another bank, what they'll do is usually send you a payout. I know some people are gonna say, well, that didn't happen to me, it happened this way. This is what usually happens. If it happens to you differently, that's cool too, but this is what usually happens, right? So they'll kind of send you a settlement, they'll let you try to get your house back. Now, if you ignore that, you'll try to pay them, and the bank will go, I don't want your money. And you're like, what? I have $1 million, you don't want my money? The bank will say, no, we don't want your money. What's going on? The bank does not want your money, because what the bank is now doing is trying to move your home. They're trying to sell your loan on another market, okay? So that's what the banks are doing. The banks are trying to sell your loan to some other bank and get rid of it. So you won't hear from the banks from a while. That's why you hear these people, they didn't pay their mortgage for X amount of months or these months. And it's usually the higher the cost of the home, the longer it'll take them to sell. Of course, because you're selling a bad debt that's worth $1 billion. That's why you'll hear about sometimes stars and people like that have these $1 million homes. They're staying in these homes for months and months and months and months because the bank is trying to get rid of it. It takes long to get rid of a $5 million house versus getting rid of a little cheapo house. Okay, so the bank could try to move your loan to another bank, right? And once the other bank will come along, they'll try to settle with you and try to work with you, right? I advise people not to go to that step because sometimes that step doesn't even go down. Sometimes the banks enter right into foreclosure. It depends on what their inventory is. It depends on the market. It's a whole lot of factors. So before we get into every step that the bank takes, why don't we get into the steps that you take? Because now you know what the bank is doing. They're trying to sell your home. So that's why some people are sending in these payments and they're not getting in response because the bank is trying to move that property to somebody else. So now before you do all that, what you can try to do, of course, is just pay your mortgage. Don't not pay your mortgage, but let's say you can't pay your mortgage. What did I say before? Making Home Affordable program. Making Home Affordable program. This is a program. Now, if you have what kind of loan? If you have a conventional loan, sometimes things may be a little harder than if you have an FHA loan because the FHA is kind of backed by the government and a lot of programs are available for you. But either way, here are things that you can do outside of that. The number one thing I say is no one has to lose their home because don't forget, these are programs and you may or may not qualify for programs. However, that doesn't mean that you shouldn't try. All right. Now that you looked into these programs and you're trying with these programs, let's say all the programs say no for whatever reason. Another thing that you could do is you look at your home. How many bedrooms does your home have? Does it have a basement? Does it have an attic? Can you move into the basement, the attic, the garage? Can you move into one of these places? Try it. Move into one of these places and now rent the rooms. If you have 3 bedrooms and your mortgage is $2,000 a month, try to rent these rooms for $700-800 a month. Fix up the house, make it nice. Do something. Try to keep your home until you become financially stable enough to get another home because foreclosures are not the best things to have on your credit. But with FHA loans, don't forget, they're very forgiving. They're very forgiving, meaning that I think you can have a foreclosure on an FHA and in about 2 or 3, not I think, I know, you can have a foreclosure on an FHA and 2 to 3 years later, get into another house. The government loves you, baby. They love you. All this stuff about the government being the worst thing in the world, they love you. Why am I saying the government loves you? Because there's countries where if you go into a foreclosure or debt in another country, you may not be able to get another home. That'll be the end of it for you, okay? So keep all that stuff in mind, all right? Now, I recommend you trying to move an uncle, a sister, a brother, a younger person into your house to help you pay for this thing, to help you pay for any bills that you want. Always try the buddy system. On this Mr. Finance MBA channel, we go by something called the buddy system, meaning that you buddy up with someone and you help them. They'll help you pay your bills down or quickly. We did this stuff in college and we can do it as adults. A lot of times we get stubborn and we don't want to do things to benefit us. We don't want to do things to try to get us out of the mud because we have too much pride. Man, sell everything, get on the buddy system, get somebody in there to help you pay that mortgage, to help you pay the rent because a lot of people lose apartments. Homes are... I'm a landlord. I know there's a lot of people, they don't pay. However, things happen in life. If you're a landlord, I don't know why a landlord would be listening to this video because you're probably already financially set. But if you're a landlord, just understand, try to work with your tenant with a program, not a promise, a program, but we'll save all that stuff for another video. So if you have an apartment, if you have a home, use the buddy system. Try to get somebody in that place to help you out. And also don't forget about the Making Home Affordable program. I know a lot of these guys, they're not finance guys, they're just selling stuff. I'm not selling anything. I'm trying to help you guys out. I'm trying to help you guys keep your home, keep your current living situation as you have it, because we all do not want to be displaced. And don't forget, anytime that you have a question, a finance question like this, the channel's not big right now, it's very tiny. You can reach out to me. My email is located below or on my about or somewhere. Somehow you'll have my email, but reach out to me like this person did, because they reminded me about all the foreclosures going on, and I'll help you guys out. All right. So what did we go over here? Making home affordable program. I haven't heard this anywhere else, so I'm here to tell you guys. Making home affordable program. Please look into that program. Look into all these FHA programs and everything, and hopefully not only can we help you become a homeowner or a landlord or whatever you want to do, we can help you keep that status, because a lot of times it's easy to get something, but it's hard to maintain it. All right. So I'm Mr. Finance. Thank you for watching my video. Thank you for coming to my channel. Hope this foreclosure advice helped you out. Baby, keep your home. Even if sell your clothes, sell your girlfriend or boyfriend, if they're not doing anything, somebody will buy them for like $20 or something. Sell your boyfriend or girlfriend, your clothes, your car, whatever you can. Do not lose that home. Okay? I'm Mr. Finance. I'm out. Thank you guys so much for watching. See you next video. Bye.